Cornbread Killer 79. We're going golfing today. Hopefully we'll be able to make the PGA Tour. You can always pray to Yahusha for that. But let's have a good time. Remember, if you comment, there's a 30-second delay. I will respond, though. So make sure you comment, hit that like button. And if you ain't subscribed, subscribe, and let's go golfing. All right, let's see what we can do. Oh, let me go back. Store. Let's do her. Oh, damn it.
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to showcase the finest young golfers from around the globe. From Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada, live opening round coverage of the Desert Championship. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. A lot of folks fighting for the title, including our leader. Let's pick up the action here as we begin at the long par 5 first.
That's spin. Okay, that's why. Oh, shit.
And there's a good start. That one in the fairway here to get the tournament rolling. So into week 2 now. That first tournament in many ways about dealing with the nerves. First ever professional tournament. Nota, what do you typically take away after that first week? You didn't put everything together, but you did get your feet wet.
Certainly, and you have to look at the history of the Korn Ferry Tour, and many a player have struggled early in the year but has still gone on to garner one of those spots in the top 25, which is critical at the year end. And this is just a learning experience. You got to pick and choose your moments, when to be aggressive and when to stick to your guns. And in this particular case, got off to a slow start, and maybe this is a week they can build on.
That is so well done. On this opening hole, Frank, at a good chance here for, at a minimum, a birdie to start the round.
Not often you start on a par 5, and not often you reach the green in 2 or have an eagle putt.
Yeah, call it.
Okay, a well-played hole there. It is birdie to kick off the round. And he will very quickly move to 1 under par. Here at the par 4, 445-yard second hole. Severe dogleg to the left. What's the best play here, Frank?
Well, that tee shot, Rich, is so intimidating, so you don't necessarily have to hit driver. Club decision is probably going to be important here, because if you hit driver, you've got to take it down over that left side, all over the canyon area. So if you hit 3-wood, you can play a slightly more conservative tee shot, but it is going to leave you a longer second shot to a green that's well protected on the right side by bunkers. But really, you know, if the wind's not blowing, this is a really good, fun hole to play. Look at the vistas.
Oh, a miss there. That is way right. And that's going to miss the fairway. So after the birdie at 1, he'll need to play his second at 2 from the rough.
It shouldn't be too bad where he is. He should have a decent look at the green.
Oh, my gosh.
From the rough into the bunker, or the frying pan into the fire. Sometimes mistakes, they just have a way of compounding themselves. lie may have been a little more sunken in than we had thought, but all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker. 8-foot putt here. Oh, boy, you hate to give one back on a putt like that.
Oh my gosh, a bogey, son of a bitch.
Okay, it's a bogey here at the second. And he's going to fall out of red figures, back down to even par. Onward to the first par 3 here at Wolf Creek, 227-yard third, uphill, so it plays a lot longer than the yardage indicates. Better to be long here than short. And he definitely could have used a little more club there up the hill, as that's going to come up short. A chance maybe to just throw something up high for his second.
Oh, this sucks.
You have to focus on a landing circle, where you want that ball to land. You can't just think of the shot just in its total. Pick the spot and land the ball there.
This hole really taking its toll now.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna suck on this one.
Okay, so that one finished off for double bogey. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par. .383-yard fourth hole. Certainly not long, Frank, but there's plenty of trouble out there.
Yeah, this is very much a positional hole. This is not sort of tee it up with a driver and just rip it down there. It's just find the fairway. You're going to have virtually just a short wedge, 9-iron really at the most into this green. And really, this is a good chance for a birdie. So 2 good shots, and you shouldn't be too far away.
That is made to measure right there, right in the center of the fairway.
Stop.
Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay the third.
101 to the hole. Pin is very accessible here, right in the center of the green. This is the sand wedge. Has gotten a lot of this one, and it's going to be just a fraction long.
Maybe a little too pumped up there. They just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie.
10-foot putt left.
Come on, hit it. Oh,
Goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be.
it's always that.
Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll remain at +4.
You forgot your I and R, though.
So our featured golfer well back after round one, and now likely in a fight just to play the
Nice
weekend.
shot.
I think they're in a different zip code
Thought you
today,
said
Rich.
two.
It was like watching two.
Pro pass level. Oh.
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry
Sports.
Tour are proud to feature some of the best young talent in the world of golf. From Eastern Nevada and Wolf Creek Golf Club, it's live second-round coverage of the Desert Championship. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday.
All right.
A number of folks in contention, including our leader. We head out to the course as we pick up the action on the tee at the par 4 fourth. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay III.
He's got 116 yards to the front and even 100 to the hole. The pin is stuck in the front right section of the green.
No! Mother trucker.
Gonna have to accelerate through the sand here to give this enough carry.
Stop!
Okay, not bad out of the sand, and that's what will remain, trying to grind out a par. This from about 10 feet.
Grind out a par. Let's see if I can hit this. Come on, man. You can do it.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll hold steady at 7 over par. We're in the desert, partner. I need water.
You're going to get it here, Rich. Par 5 second hole's got a nice stream that runs down the left side, as well as cutting the fairway. There's a crop of some 3 bunkers down that right side. I want to avoid that, but, you know, Rich, this hole isn't too long. Under 500 yards, not even going to play that long, so very reachable.
Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Frank, what's it going to take here on this approach at the par 5?
Well, some people might actually try and bounce it in between those 2 bunkers and run the ball up on the green, but personally, I'd try and actually take a hybrid or something with a little bit more loft and try and fly the ball. Take those 2 bunkers out of play. That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
Go in, go in. Oh.
Not an ideal result there. Hoping to maybe get this close. It is on the green, but not where you want to be.
Birdie, I need this. I need this shot, man. Okay, well, where's my line at, daggone it? Really? Where's my line, sir? I don't have no putting line, so I don't know where to fucking go. I guess I'll just try this. We'll see. Oh, went far enough.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and that just skips a foot or so by.
2 nuggets. At least I got par. I don't want to be +7 though, dang it.
That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And he'll stay right where he is.
Why won't you let me see?
That is going to come to rest squarely in the center of the fairway. So after a big drive, 77 yards now for his second.
No.
That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th. And he'll remain right where he is. Frank, a very short par 4 here at the 7th, but not one you're going to try to hit off the tee?
No, unless you can fly the ball sort of 300 yards on the nose and stop it within sort of 5 or 6 yards, it's really too risky. This green is not very deep, just sort of 10 or 15 yards in depth. It's just a layup hole, but layup hole it simply doesn't mean grab a club and hit it down the fairway. The best way to play it is to try and hit the ball right on the number. And what I mean by number, I mean the full shot yardage for your second shot, even if that only is a sand iron.
That's a big lash. He might be able to cover this.
No, shit. How did it go to the rock?
What a save there. This hole has trouble all the way through, but that one in the hole from off the green to somehow salvage a par. Amazing. Frank, this is the kind of hole you like to drop a bag of balls and just have fun. Hit it all day long as if you were at the range. Unfortunately, you only get one crack, and you better be good. This is a tough hole.
Well, if you find the water, actually, you might get another one up there. It certainly is a tough hole, though, Rich. The stream going all the way down the left-hand side, and that wraps right around the left and behind the screen, makes that tee shot, well, it certainly makes you think about that tee shot while you're on the tee. Prudent play, aim for the right edge of the green. There's nothing wrong if you just miss the green on the right, but miss the green by a yard on the left, you pay a very steep price.
Couldn't do it twice in a row.
And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Oh, man, the speed was spot on. A good putt, but nothing to show for it.
I suck.
That one finished off. It's a bogey here at number 8. And that's going to drop him all the way down to 8 over par. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. So from a little more than 70 yards, this is second.
No, God bless it. Are you fucking kidding me? Really? Are you fucking...
So many shots just being given away on the front side, and all because of the short game.
Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that won't help the cause one bit.
Pete Nuggets. Man, I lost.
So conditions were tough out there, Frank. Our featured golfer could never really put it together, and it's going to mean a missed cut.
I got to be honest.
Time to start over. Hey, hey, hey. Who's watching today? Leave a comment and I'll respond back to you. Let's see. I need to go back. Let's try that. Hey, 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 what's everybody up to today? Well, everybody got off? Well, that's just freaking great. This is great. fitting.
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to showcase the finest young golfers from around the globe. From the home of 3 major championships, Riviera Country Club, it's live opening round coverage of the California Classic. This promises to be a fun 4 days, a lot of storylines to get to as we check out the early leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top at 2 under par. Well, this hole, the 315-yard par 4 10th, has been talked about so much. If you ask the professionals what's the best short par 4 in the world, most will point to this. It's all about options in that little sliver of a green which causes players headaches. This one is not just about the length, obviously, but it is a really strategic play. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 4 10th. Well, that's on a pretty good line so far. What a display of power and precision off the tee. On the green here on the par 4 in 1. So step 1 is successful off the tee, but now work to be done here. A long one for eagle.
Damn it. Are you kidding me?
So now this, trying to get back onto the green. Yeah, that'll do just fine. Had a pretty good run at that, and par should be pretty well within reach. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll stay at level par. Arriving now at the second par 5 of the course, the 583-yard 11th. Eucalyptus trees lining both sides of the fairway, and a grass barranca about 200 yards from the green has to be navigated on your second shot. Okay, that's going to be just fine, short of the road. Good tee shot here at 11. I'm not sure he got every bit of that 3-wood trying to get home to this par 5 and 2, but still in the ball game for a birdie.
I'm going to reach out and grab you.
You bet. A birdie here at the 11th. Up next, a toughie, the 479-yard par 4 12th. It is a gentle left to right, so fading the ball is encouraged. Up near the green, beware of that lone sycamore tree known as the Humphrey Bogart tree, so named because he loved watching golf and relaxing under its shade. No issues here. That is into the fairway. Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he'll remain at 1 under par. Next, it's on to the 13th at 459 yards, where the 12th bent left to right. Number 13 goes the other way, trying to make you utilize all the shots in your arsenal. That's the mark of a really good design. This one again featuring a narrow landing zone leading up to a smallish, heart-shaped green. "180 yards to the flagstick. Outstanding strike right there, right off the center of the club face, and a good chance for birdie. That's going to miss right, and a good opportunity goes by the wayside. Okay, safely in for par here at 13, and he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Onward now to the 14th, a par 3 at 192 yards. Flanked by bunkers, this green is wider than it is deep, making it important to get one up in the air and stop it quickly. Yeah, nicely done. Front right portion of the green and a look coming for birdie. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And putt coming up a ridge, one you might have to hit a little firmer to take some of the breakout.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by.
And that was just a bit too firm.
No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll stay right where he is. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Good, clean contact and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th, and he'll stay at 2 under. Our featured golfer in a good position, you'd have to say. Just 3 shots off the pace after round 1.
Just got to keep the leaders in check, though. Can't afford to.
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to feature some of the best young talent in the world of golf. From Pacific Palisades, California, and historic Riviera Country Club, live second-round coverage of the California Classic. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. We've currently got a tie at the top at 5 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer, no lock to play the weekend, hovering a few shots inside the cut line, entering play.
Imagine a missed club because that ball sailed past the flag. Really just fortunate to stay on the back of the green.
That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a two-putt, well done.
That one safely in, and it's a par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is. Well, here's the genius of the design at Riviera. Number 12 was asking you to hit a little bit of a fade. 13, well, they're telling you to hit a draw. That's a good golf course when you have to work the ball both ways. This is a really tough driving hole. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
130 is the number left of the flag today. Pin tucked in the front left-hand portion of the green today.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Well judged, that is in for par here at 13. And he'll stay right where he is. Ahead now to the 14th, the par 3 at 192 yards. This green's on a slight incline, and given the ocean air, probably plays a little longer than you think. The narrow green is flanked by 2 bunkers left and another to the right. Yeah, he was wanting that one to bite, but that was destined to be long all the way. A little short-sighted here, left of the green for his second. Just 5 feet left. Okay, good putt, and a par here at 14. And he'll remain right where he is.
On an 18.
Next up, the par
See if
4
we can keep
15th at
going.
487
Freaking harder
yards.
than it
It's another one that favors someone who can move the ball left to right off the tee. If you've got enough to work it over that fairway bunker right, it should leave you with an open look to a fairly accessible green. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Still 176 to go as he gets set for his second. That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par. Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And he'll stay right where he is. So our featured golfer here, pretty solid through the first 2 days, safely through to the weekend and squarely in the conversation.
That's right, Rich.
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this look at the future stars in the sport of golf. We're a couple of blocks off of fabled Sunset Boulevard at Riviera Country Club for third-round coverage of the California Classic. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. Some good names up there, including our leader. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
It's 123 yards to the front, 135 to the hole. Ball sitting down a little bit in the rough, but nothing too dangerous.
Good approach shot. Birdie putt coming up. Approach shot just a little right, little short.
That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll stay at even par.
This is a lot harder than what you think it would be.
All right, in the fairway. Yeah, that's a good shot. Decided to go for the right side fairway, and that's in good shape. Couldn't ask for anything better. Split the fairway, and now I'll have a go at this second shot.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. This is well back there and into the hill. I think that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
Hey, 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 how's it going today? Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and talk and I'll respond. Have a good old time.
Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain right where he is.
Nothing wrong with that one.
Second shot. Good look at the green.
Like my damn sound. Damn it.
Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. Okay, that should be inside of 10 feet. Not too bad. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Nope, didn't see the break, and that slides by to the left.
Bogey.
Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And he's going to fall back now to 1 over par. No laying up with that swing. This is all or nothing. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. So a poor tee shot at 10, now he's second. That's the way to start the backside. A perfect read. It's a birdie at number 10. And with that, he's back to 2 over. Frank, this was supposed to be moving day for our featured golfer, but instead, they were moving in the wrong direction. An over par round. EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From Pacific Palisades, just west of Los Angeles, Riviera Country Club, the site for this, the final round of the California Classic. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, we've got a tie at the top at 6 under par. So out to the action we go as we catch up with our golfer on the tee at the par 4 13th. And that will do just fine. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
He's in a good spot. 135 yards left to the flag. Wind coming from behind, so you'll need to be careful where you land it.
No, that's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
That one just going to sneak on by.
Damn it, man. Come on.
That one finished off. It's in for par. And he'll remain at 2 over par. Onward now to the 14th, a par 3 at 192 yards. Flanked by bunkers, this green is wider than it is deep, making it important to get one up in the air and stop it quickly. Okay, fortunate there. That ball hops onto the green, and he'll be left with that for his birdie.
28 feet from the cup.
Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by.
Butthole surfers.
He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And he'll stay right where he is. The 15th hole here at Riviera at 487 yards of par 4. It is the number 2 handicap hole, so that can speak to its difficulty. The one well-placed bunker at the elbow of the dogleg must be avoided, and the green is believed by many to be the toughest to read on the course. This starting toward the right side. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. So a breeze at his back as he readies his second to the par 4.
That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Okay, that's good putt. It is in to save par. And he'll remain right where he is. And that will miss off to the left and wind up in the short grass. Now short-sided a bit as he sets up his second from left of the green. Yeah. Oh, missed the green at the par 3. No problem. That is in from off the putting surface
Hell
for an
yeah.
unlikely two. We make our final turn back up toward the clubhouse as we come to the 590-yard par 5 17th. Getting on here in two is no sure thing, especially given all the bunkers that pop up along the way.
The drive was fine, but just not long enough. So this par 5 out of his reach.
Now from better than 300 yards out, a second to the par 5. Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
That's an aggressive layup, really trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's two good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. This now 7 feet for his birdie. They'll say he should have made that.
Fucking bird. Oh, it's par. Thank goodness.
No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he'll stay at 1 over.
I ain't very good in this one.
This may be a touch right. Nothing to fault there. Safely in the fairway. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind. Well, had a good lie in the fairway, but couldn't do anything with it. That comes up woefully short.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for his par here at 18. And that'll be a final round score of 70.
Really? Put me in 17th place, 16th.
So, Frank, this a solid week of golf, you'd have to say. They stuck around on the outskirts of contention, and ultimately it'll be a top 20 finish.
Yeah, I think it's a good chance to have a little deep dive into the stats. Driving accuracy, is it not long enough? Maybe a few.
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to showcase the finest young golfers from around the globe. From Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, and TPC Sawgrass, live opening round coverage of the Florida Open. We've got a full field ready to get rolling on this Thursday as we get a look at the early leaderboard. A lot of folks fighting for the title, including our leader. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 4 10th. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
106 gets to the hole. Player has to contend with this left to right breeze.
Really, it rolls back.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
"18 feet from the bottom of the cup. Tough start to the backside, Frank.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well, too. You start losing confidence with the putter early on.
Like a bogey, man. Damn.
Okay, that one in for a bogey here at 10. And that's going to move him back down to even par.
At least it is for me.
Let's go to the 11th. Now, it's a par 5 and a fun hole, Frank. You can make anything from 3 to 7 here.
And that's why, as the start of the back nine, especially on a Sunday, this becomes such a pivotal hole to start a run. Big body of sand down the left side that sometimes the longer hitters can get close to with the tee shot, but really it's the second shot. If you can reach this par 5 and 2, it's a very narrow green. The layup, well, it's actually an awkward layup, Rich, because you've got to push that ball to the left side, almost like a zigzag approach.
And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5.
No, stop!
Oh, that was unlucky, too. If that ball had just slowed down, it could have been an eagle putt. Just kept going. Oh, just over the back.
Yeah, big explosion. Got it to stop quickly, and that will be a birdie opportunity coming up. You bet. A birdie here at the 11th.
Stop. God bless you.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. This a little under 10 feet for birdie. Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now from off the Bermuda grass is second at the par 3. With all the elements of his game have been in sync today, a terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
Okay, safely in for par here at 13, and he'll stay at 2 under. Next up, the treacherous 481-yard par 4 14th. Narrow fairway bunker and a lateral water hazard running along the left side and large, deep grass bunkers down the right. Accuracy is paramount here if you're going to get out of here with a par. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine.
Frank, there's a lot to factor in on this approach at the 14th.
You can favor right side of this green and sort of allow the contours of the green just to move that ball to the left.
Iona's down there. She's had a good look. This for birdie.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
Oh, this one is tracking. It's on a good line. Look out. This one could be really good. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll stay right where he is. And this will be just fine, as that'll get down into the left center portion of the fairway.
Frank, once again, precision is so important as we look at the second shot to the 15th.
Yeah, you're looking at the flag here. You're looking at birdie, but if you miss, the big bunker on the left will swallow it up, and there's 2 little pot bunkers on the right. Tough to get it up and down. And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
A look at birdie here at 15.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Nope. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he'll stay at -3.
Damn.
Our featured golfer here today had some moments, but maybe not the round one you're looking for, Frank.
Too many mistakes, Rich. Right now, don't think about the leader. Just worry about improving your own.
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to feature some of the best young talent in the world of golf. From the home of the PGA Tour, we're at TPC Sawgrass for live second-round coverage of the Florida Open. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. A number of folks in contention, including our leader. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 4 10th.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still inside 40 feet. Just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And he'll stay at 5 under. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
Freewood came out like a bullet. You could just see that first bounce just took that massive kick forward. Never going to stop.
Yeah, the green just didn't want to hold that one. That'll run off into the short grass. Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and he'll remain right where he is. Up now, hole number 12. It's a short one, 358-yard, par 4.
This can catch you off guard. If you just try and hit the ball on the fairway, if you're on the middle of the fairway, the left side, you will have a blind second shot. So ideally, hit it down that right side of the fairway if you want to see the flag.
Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. So after a well-placed drive, this his second from short range. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. We turn to Notebegay III for this look at birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Nah, that's going to wander off to the right and leave maybe 2-3 feet coming back. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he'll stay right where he is. And that one wanders off to the right, so time to see if the wedge can save him. Here comes a second now from right of the green. Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark.
Fuck.
Good stuff, though it is for a bogey 4. And he's going to fall to 6 under par. So our featured golfer here, pretty solid through the first 2 days, safely through to the weekend and squarely in the conversation.
That's right. Rich, you get off to a good start.
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this look at the future stars in the sport of golf. From the home of the Players' Championship, TPC Sawgrass, live third-round coverage of the Florida Open. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Some good names up there, including our leader. So let's get out to the action as we pick things up on the tee at the par 4 fifth.
Lucky.
Could have just done with a little bit more for breakfast. Just a little short. Maybe I'm being harsh. It's a good shot.
It's about a 60% make percentage from here. This for birdie. Nah, missed it left. That's a letdown. Too bad. He's now in that 40% category. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And he'll remain 3 shots off the pace. Solid, a good drive in the fairway. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
He's got exactly 100 yards to the front, 113 to the hole. The pin is in the front right part of the green. Sand wedge takes flight, and I don't think it's going to carry.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
This will be a 14-foot putt here. Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Okay, it's a bogey here at number 6. And that'll drop him back down to 7 under. This one's starting a little bit right.
That's a whopper of a tee shot. Couple more bounces. Oh, just in the first cut.
So now from that first cut, his second to the par 4. Got it there, but not quite on target.
Damn it, another bogey.
That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. Second shot now here at the par 3.
Frank, that is painful.
I mean, all you got to do, just hit it. Just hit it.
Damn, his last 3 holes, 3 fucking bogeys.
That one finished off. It's a bogey here at number 8. And he'll fall back to 5 under. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. Now from way back, better than 300 yards, a second to the par 5. I'm not sure he got every bit of that 3-wood trying to get home to this par 5 and 2, but still in the ball game for a birdie. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. 12 feet still to go. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par.
Damn, 42.
So for our featured golfer, some good playing and some favorable scoring conditions here on this Saturday. But they'll look up at that leaderboard and see they're still well back.
But I think the
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida and TPC Sawgrass, live final round coverage of the Florida Open. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. A lot of folks fighting for the title, including our leader. This is really exciting. Out there looking for that first professional victory on the Korn Ferry Tour, in contention late on a Sunday final round. Nota, you've been there, you've broken through. What do you, in fact, learn from a situation like this?
Well, it's a two-part situation, Rich. The first is believing that you have the ability to go out there and execute and finish this thing off. And the second is just dealing with the nerves and the pressure that go along with these big moments, and being able to handle both of those components as you work through the final round is an essential part to putting together that winning recipe.
This is a 13-footer. That one just going to sneak on by.
Damn it, bogey.
Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And he'll fall to 10 under par. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay III.
He's looking at 141 yards to the front, 147 to the hole. Have to calculate the wind coming from right to left.
A little further right, a little further up. That would have been close.
Nope, good effort, but that's got to wander a few feet by. Okay, safely in for his par. And he's going to remain at 10 under. Frank, I think one of the things that fans love about this gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, each hole has that sort of hold your breath moment. Certainly 17, we know when that ball's in the air, you're holding your breath. Is it wet or dry? 16, same on that second shot. You're holding your breath wondering, where is it? Right in the water or left with a chance for 3?
That's why you don't want to get too sloppy on that tee shot. A lot of people look at 16 because there's a wide fairway and they think just get it down there. But the extra 10 or 15 yards, there's a little ridge down that left side. If you catch that, the ball will kick good 20 yards further forward. 20 yards is 2 clubs. I'd much rather go to 17 with a 4-iron than a 2-iron.
Now this, his second from out of the pine straw. Oh, no. Oh, and let's hope that's not a precursor of things to come. It is into the lake here at 16. So now, with the drop taken, this is going to be his 4th shot into this par 5.
This is a tough hole today. And just inside 10 feet after that short shot, so still working very hard to make par.
Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and he'll remain right where he is. Okay, didn't want to risk trying to fly it to that back right hole location, so a downhill putt coming up from the back portion of this island green. That's going to scoot a foot or 2 by.
Aggravation.
No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he'll stay right where he is. Now to the 462-yard par 4 18th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. And very simply, this is one of the hardest and most visually intimidating tee shots in the game. That's why you see a lot of players bail out to the right. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
He's looking at 148 yards to the front, 153 to the hole, pinned just on the front edge.
And that ball going to settle on the fringe, but a good distance from the hole. Oh, how about the touch right there? Very well done.
Hard to do much better than that. It was nearly perfect.
Okay, safely in for his par at 18. And that'll be a final round score of 70.
Damn,
So, Frank, all things considered, not a weekend to remember for our featured golfer, but, hey, you can't win them all, right?
No, that's for sure. But, hey, they beat half the field.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich.
path.
Damn it. Hey, baby.
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to showcase the finest young golfers from around the globe. A gorgeous day in South Carolina here at Harbortown Golf Links. It's live, first-round coverage of the Hilton Head Invitational. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. A number of folks in contention, including our leader. We'll get right out to the action here as we head to the tee at the par 4 first. Okay, that's a good one to start safely in the fairway to get the tournament underway. Second shot, good look at the green. That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker.
Oh, that's certainly not the way you want to start the day.
Frank, I think you have to appreciate that he kept his head down and kept his head in the game, and he'll be able to get out of here with a bogey.
Hey, I've been watching for a while, Rich, and I haven't seen touch that good for quite a while.
All right, that's in for a bogey here to start the round. He'll drop back to 1 over par. Good solid tee shot there, coming off the bogey at the first. This is in the fairway at number 2.
Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Good chance to make up for that bogey at the first. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. This third hole at 469 yards is pure Harbor Town. It's narrow. The emphasis here is on hit your tee shot in play, and a par is a good score, I promise you. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
Looking at 143 yards to the front, 151 to the hole. Wind definitely hurting in his face.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Oh, that's how you salvage a hole. Things were going a little sideways, right? But boom, in the hole from off the green, and that is a welcome par. 200-yard par 3 fourth, offering a classic Pete Dye risk-reward design. You have to carry the water hazard running the length of the hole. Better to miss right than short or long, where a thirsty lagoon lurks. Okay, safely aboard.
Nice.
10-foot putt left. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a big here at 4. One last look at the leaderboard, Frank. Our featured golfer down, but not out after day 1.
Yeah, they might have to take the standing 8, though.
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to feature some of the best young talent in the world of golf. From Harbortown Golf Links on Hilton Head Island, live second-round coverage of the Hilton Head Invitational. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. Some good names up there, including our leader. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 4 10th.
I'm not quite sure of that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
11 feet away. Nope. So that's in for par to start this backside. Now that's going to keep him on the outside looking in terms of playing the weekend. Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, we're looking at right to left, minuscule break, slight upslope.
Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll remain at 4 under.
With that hole cut in the middle right, this nice drive down the left side certainly opens up the second shot.
Second shot forthcoming from the left side of this fairway. Well, as an old baseball announcer once said, going, going,
Gone.
goodbye. From about 8 feet. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Not in the fairway, but not a real problem here at the 13th, getting set to play his second shot.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%. That's right, 10%.
You might like this one. You might really like it. Look at this. Wow, what a sensational putt from way out. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. But he's going to need to come up with a few birdies in short order if he wants to play the weekend. That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by.
So damn aggravating.
No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll remain at 6 under par. So for our featured golfer, Frank, it is on to the weekend. Who knows, if you get out early on Saturday, try and post a number, see what happens. EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this look at the future stars in the sport of golf. From Hilton Head Island and Harbor Town Golf Links, it's third round coverage of the Hilton Head Invitational. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Novello is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. We've got a tie up at the top at 14 under par. Let's get right into the action, starting with the par 3 14th. Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And Rich, this is a green I am familiar with, and this putt is slower than most people realise. Slightly up that slope, a little bit of movement from right to left.
Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. Okay, that one finished off for a par, and it'll stay at -9. The sole par 5 on Harbor Town's back nine is this one, the 15th at 588 yards. Most of the problems here come on that second shot, which requires you either to play a big right to left or to cut the angle, hit it over the trees, and hope you've got it on line. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot.
This par 5 green is well protected. That's two good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. This is an 11-foot putt. Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th, and he'll stay right where he is. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
143 yards left to the hole, pin sitting on the right.
It doesn't hurt to leave it short when you do that.
Woo-hoo! That was awesome.
Birdie from off the green. You come to the 17th hole and you finally realize, well, that's right, I'm on an island. It's a par 3 measuring out at 174 yards. A spectacular view looking out over the water toward Defusky Island. The biggest issue here, that bunker that juts across the front and left portions of the green. That one gonna wind up smack dab in the middle of the green. He's hoping here to at least get this to tap-in range, but it is for birdie. Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go
So
down.
close, but so far away.
That one finished off. It's in for par. And he'll remain right where he is. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for his par here at 18. And that will be a third straight round in the 60s. So, Frank, 3 rounds have come and gone. What do you expect to see tomorrow?
Well, Rich, the first thing I'm going to look at is that pin sheet tomorrow and see how tucked they are to the edges of the greens, because that's going to determine how aggressive you can be with those approach shots. And then after that, as always, look at the weather. Put those two together, then you
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From Harbortown Golf Links in South Carolina, live final round coverage of the Hilton Head Invitational. Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. A lot of folks fighting for the title, including our leader. Getting so close to that ultimate goal, the PGA Tour. 2 wins already in the bank, leading here in the final round. Noda, what's the right strategy at this point?
Well, let me tell you what's going through this player's head. The dreams of a big bank account, the dreams of flying in private jets, and the prestige that go along with having your card on the PGA Tour. But you got to block that out. You got to stay focused. You got to go out there and execute to your strategy, stay aggressive, and stay committed in order to win.
Oh, that second shot just ran out of fairway, but still, a nice little pitch shot and a good chance to make 4 at the par 5.
Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Oh, yes, a perfect putt there. It is in for birdie here at 15. And he moves to 2 under for his round, 12 under all told. We start to make our way toward the blue waters of Calabogie Sound as we come to the 434-yard par 4 16th. A well-placed tee shot will leave you with a fairly short iron into a small egg-shaped green. No issues here. That is into the fairway. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
130 yards left to the flag. It's a nice round number. Pin front left so he can take dead aim.
That's just okay, I'd say, but he's left himself at least a chance at a par, Frank.
Come on, Rich. I mean, you're being too kind there. That's not ideal.
Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Okay, that in for a bogey at 16. And he'll fall back down to 11 under. Two holes remain as we come to the par 3 17th at 174 yards. You'll want to aim right of that one lone tree in the distance, almost like what you see on the South Carolina state flag. And be sure to steer clear of the bunkers here, because making par from there, not a sure thing. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day.
This would be a big bonus if it went in, more than likely just trying to get this one close.
Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And he'll stay at 11 under par. The 18th hole, one of the real signature holes on the PGA Tour. It's a par 4 at 472 yards. Sort of a visually awkward landing area. You want to make sure you don't hit it through the fairway and into the hazard. But a good drive sets up a gorgeous finish, taking dead aim at that beacon of a lighthouse. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze. Digs into the bunker, getting set to play the third shot. Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par. Okay, a good putt, able to save par here at 18, and that will be a 1-under score of 70. So for our featured golfer, Frank, in the mix much of the week. It'll be a top 10 finish, but maybe a chance to rue a few missed opportunities.
Depends how you look at it. I agree with you. Definitely some missed opportunities, but there's enough good there. So how do they show up next time, though? I think that's
All right, everybody, thanks for watching. We've played a couple hours of golf. I got to get off here. I will be back on sometime during this week. Please make sure to watch the shorts. I'll leave some hints of what I'm going to do. If you have any suggestions of what we should play, make sure to leave it down in the comments, and I'll do my best to see about playing that. And that way we can all interact and have a good old time. But hey, remember, eat your cornbread. Have a good evening, everybody. Thanks for watching. Like, comment if you ain't subscribed. We'll see you on the next one. Go eat your cornbread.